నమో నమః.
నమో నమః.
అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. సర్వేభ్యో నమస్కారః. Today is the 5th day of our series of lectures on Vedas, Vedangas and Dharma Sastras by Sri Krishna Murari Tripathi ji from Banaras Hindu University. We have already completed Vedas and Vedangas in these 4 previous sessions. Today he will cover Dharma Shastras. Besides this, we are also learning Sanskritam. 1 class is already over and 2 classes on importance of Sanskritam, introduction to Vyakaranam already over. So 2 weeks we have completed of this 6th batch of certificate course on Sanatana Dharma. So now we will start the session by paying our respects to our country by reciting Vande Mataram and then start the session with Prarthana. So now I request Challa Chittibabu garu to recite Vande Mataram, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayajasitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Subrajyosna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Thank you so much. Now we will start the session with Prarthana by Meenakshi ji, Meenakshi Chalvaraj. Let us request her.
Namaskaram to all. 1 minute meditation. Prarthana. Om. 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 Gananam tva ganapatikum havamahe kavim kavinam upamastravastamam jeshtarajam brahmanaspada anashru shunvan yudibis sida sadhanam. Om श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ओम प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामवर्त्यवतु। ओम श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः। गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहायी नमो गुरवे न गुरो परमं शिशुरश्मि गुरो मदिरस्ति गुरो मां पाहि गुरो ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीव उपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मीति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असदो मा सत्कमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ओम्।
ధన్యవాదములండి. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, let us request Krishna Murari Tripathi ji to start the webinar. Pranamami Tripathi ji. One minute.
नमो नमः। ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिर्भूतं यथा निद्रया यस्साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। वागीशाद्या सुमनसः सर्वार्थानामुपक्रमे यन्नत्वा कृतकृत्या स्युः तन्नमामि गजाननम्। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यम् राम नाम वरानने। सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः। अद्य वयं धर्मशास्त्र विषयिणी जिज्ञासां कुर्मः। अस्यां कक्षायां धर्मशास्त्र विषयाः बहवः सन्ति। तेषाम् आलूडनेन यत् सारतत्त्वं जायते तदेव अत्र ग्रहणं कुर्मः। So, sorry, संस्कृतम् एव जातम्। Dharma is very, very big topic, like a Veda. How do we live? So these things from the Dharma Shastras, but whatever the essence of the Dharma Shastras, we have to discuss in this course today. So first, we have going in Dharma Shastra, there are a lot of topics. So just I am going to tell about the topic's name. The first is what is the meaning of Dharma Shastra? And after that, Dharma Lakshanam. Because lot of the sages, they gave lot of the Dharma Lakshanas. So these are equally the Dharma Lakshanas, how the Dharma Lakshanas fix in this lokas in Kali Yuga. This people are saying that they gave that Lakshana for the Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga and Dwapar Yuga, not for Kali Yuga. So also we have to discuss that. And after that, the 16 samskaras. In 16 samskaras, there are two main samskaras, Vivaham and Shraddha Antyeshti samskaras. And after that, the Stri Dharma, Stri rights. They are saying that in the now what this culture is a people male dominated culture, not a female dominated culture. So also we have to discuss on this in Dharma Shastras. And after that, the Varna Dharma, like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudras. And after that, the Ashram Dharma, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa, and Varnashrama Dharma. So these topics will be going to cover if we have time. And then Prayashchittam. You know all about the Prayashchittam and Shraddham and Ashaucham. So these 8 topics we have to complete in the Dharma Shastra's subject. So that's why I tell about that. It is very, 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 very rare topic. People are not going to tell that in one day these whole vast topic. So really it is not for the one day, but if you all have to know about that these topic, so you can also read those books. I will recommend that books. So that would be helpful for. So first we are going to understand about what is the meaning of Dharma Shastra. So Dharma means, we all know about that. The Dharma, the Shastra in Sanskrit Hindu literature are the textbook of religious and legal duty. We have to follow our constitution. So our Dharma Shastra is our Vedas. Our constitution is Vedas. In Vedas, there are Kalpa Sutras. That Kalpa Sutra is called the Dharma Sutras. There are 4 types of the Kalpa Sutras. Shrauta Sutras, Grihya Sutras, Shulba Sutras, and Dharma Sutras. So each Vedas has each Dharma Sutras. So if we are a Rigvedi, we have to follow Ashwalayan Dharma Sutras. If we are a Shukla Yajurvedi, then we have to follow Paraskar Grihya Sutras or Vajasanei Dharma Sutras. If we are a Krishna Yajurvedi, we have to follow Apastamba Dharma Sutras. And the Samavedi, Harit and Parashar Dharma Sutras. This is a variety of the, this is the Vedic people, Vedic Brahmins, they have to follow their rituals through these sutras. And if they don't know their Vedas, they have to follow Manusmriti, Yagyavalkya Smriti, Gautama Dharma Sutras, and Parashar Smriti, Harit Smriti, and other Smritis. If they don't follow Smritis also, so they have to follow Puranas. So Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram. So Shruti, Smriti, and after that the Puranas. So this is the variety. This is the thing. Shastra literally means rules, command, code of laws, science, and these work focus on many different subjects, including the three principal goals for human beings: Dharma, Artha, Kama. Yes. The Dharma Shastra not here for mokshas. Moksha, when will after die will get the mokshas. So only three Dharma Shastra help us for these three things. And after that, Marananantaram, Maranam Mangalam Yatra Vibhutischa Vibhushanam. In Kashi, if people die, then they are saying like a Mangalam. Mangalam, Maranam Mangalam Yatra. The Dharma Shastra concerns dharma, concept that incorporates the nature of world, eternal or cosmic law, and social law applied to ritual and life cycle rites, procedure for resolving disputes, and penalties for violations of these rules. The Artha Shastra concerns economics affair, and Kama Shastra concerns love generally and pleasure in particular. The best known of the component works in the Western world. They are Western world in the Kama Sutra, who, contrary to popular belief, it is not a sex book. People are saying that this is only one chapter can tell about these things about the Kama Sutras. Other chapters very, very knowledge. There are a lot about telling the Sri Dharma and how people live. These things in this Kama Sutra. These texts are composed of book from individual school of Vedic and Sanskrit commentary. Each school often contributing a sutra's name for the school. The Dharma Shastra include the following Dharma Sutras: Gautama Dharma Sutras, Bodhayan Dharma Sutras, Apastamba, Vasishtha, Vishnu, and Vaikhanasa, as well as the material laws of Manu. The Shastras, including the Dharma Shastra, are classified as Smriti. Shruti, like a Vedas, Smriti, Yajnavalkya, Manu Smriti, like this. Smriti, a word meaning what is remembered, as distinct from the Vedas and the Upanishads. Which are Smriti, what is heard, which are Shruti, what is heard, and what is remembered, that is called the Smriti. The Vedas and the Upanishads are considered to be divinely perceived. That is, the early seers were held to have perceived eternal truths. And the Dharma Shastra, as well as other Smriti texts, are the thoughts of the explanation of Sanatan Dharma's scholar like a Shankaracharya in response in the Shruti books. Chronologically, the sutras of the Dharma Shastras follow sometimes after the Vedic period. But these works have been difficult in these dates. If we are following in this this loka, people are saying that this is not for the Kali Yuga. This is for the Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga and Dwapar Yuga. We don't have to follow the proper dharma. Jaisa desh, vaisa vesh. The people are saying that. So, like this. So the Gautam Dharma Sutra, near a lot of the Dharma Sutras. So the Gautam Dharma Sutra is the oldest of the texts of the Dharma Shastras. Probably composed sometime between 600 and 400 BC. Concern the source of Dharma, standards of both students and uninitiated, the 4 stages of life, like Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanprastha, and Sannyasa. And after that, the concerning impurity and many other regulations and rituals for Hindu life, Sanatan Dharma's life. The section presented here concern impurity and holds that after the burial of suicide victims who voluntarily sought them purity follows of their relatives. So like rituals, they are doing that. So in Gautama Dharma Sutra, probably Samavedi priests, they have to follow, Samavedi Brahmins, are they have to follow Gautama Dharma Sutra, and they are saying about the 40 samskaras, 40 samskaras. Other Dharma Sutras are telling about the 16 samskaras, but Gautama Dharma Sutras are telling about they have to follow 40 samskaras. The Dharma Sutras of Apastamba was most likely composed sometime between 450 and 350 BC. It is an extensive work with many apostolic verses and rituals for daily life. Some of the prominent subject matter includes rules about the marriage and married life, forbidden foods, and dietary regulations, ritual purity, property laws, rebirth, and various penances. This sutra details various methods of self-destruction that will exculpate violators of certain Sanatan Dharma's laws. So, like, so the Apastamba Sutras, people are following of the Krishna Veda. The Krishna Veda people follow the Apastamba Dharma Sutras. And after the Vasishtha Dharma Sutra, the Vasishtha Dharma Sutra was probably written sometime between 300 and 100 BC. The sutra is known for its section on adoption, but it also concerns justice, legal testimony, inheritance, interest rates, and other matters of social law. Several issues surrounding suicide are raised in the text, including penance for those who contemplate suicide for fail in an attempt at self-killing. These are unpermitted suicides. As in the Apastamba Sutras, and after that the Manu Smriti and Yagyavalkya Smriti. It is a Smriti Kara. Previously, I spoke about that the Dharma Sutra of the Vedas. And now we have, and after Gautam Dharma Sutras, Apastamba Dharma Sutras, and Bodhayan Dharma Sutras. After that, a lot of things in these things we are going to discuss that I am unable to cover all those topics. So first we have to cover those topics, then whatever in the Dharma Sutra we will discuss after that. Normally we have to know about that the Dharma Sutra is the Samvidhana of living life. How do we live? So we have to understand that. And they discriminated about through the Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, and Samavedas, Dharma Sutras. Otherwise, if they don't know about their Vedas, they have to follow Smritis. Smritis is the Yagyavalkya Smriti, the Manu Smriti, Gautama Dharma Sutras. If even they don't follow the Smritis rules, so they have to follow Purana's rules. So the essence of these Dharma Sutras, just you have to write it. After that, what is the meaning of Dharma Lakshana? Dharma Lakshana. So there are many Dharma Lakshana our sages gives us. So first we have to understand that the Dharma Lakshana of the Tarka Sangraha, Gautam Rishi say that Vihita Karmajanyo Dharmaha, Vihita Karmajanyaha Dharmaha. Vihit means Veda Vihita Karmajanyaha Dharmaha. Whatever is in Vedas, we have to follow. That is called Dharma without any question. So, but we are arguing a lot. Why you have to do that? Why you have to do that? Why you have to do that? But whatever is in Vedas, we have to follow. Like we have to wake up early, 4 o'clock in Brahma Muhurta. No, where is right? We have to wake up at the morning. Don't argue with our parents or our near and dear people. But nowadays, the generation is very different. They're asking a lot of questions. So, and after that, we have to do the Panchadeva Puja, Panchayatan Puja. So, after that, do the family work, and after that, the job and Bhojan, Bhojan Niyam, food rules, how to make a food and how do we offer food to the cow, Shwana, Grasa, Shwana Bali, Pipilika Bali, and other things. And after that, in evening times, they have to chant, recite Lalita Sahasranama or Vishnu Sahasranama and Diya Jalana, and after that, they do the Sandhya Vandanam. So these things we have to follow that without arguing and without asking a question to others. So like a Dharma Lakshana, Vihita Karmajanyaha Dharmaha. And Manusmriti, in Manusmriti, Vedaha Smritihi Sadacharaha Swasya ja Priyamatmanaha Etat Chaturvidam Prabhu Sakshat Dharmasya Lakshanam. Sakshat Vedaha Smritihi Sadacharaha. So first is the Shruti, and after that the Smriti. Sadacharaha. Sometimes you all know about this when Vivaha Samskaras or other Samskaras, old people are giving a lot of advice. Do this, don't do this, do this. So we have to follow also that their rules. It's called the Sadacharaha. So Shruti, first we have to follow Shruti, and after that the Sadacharaha, and Smriti, and after that the Sadacharaha, and Swasya ja Priyamatmanaha. Whoever our near and dear, if they are saying, please perform these rituals for you, definitely we have to follow also. And Etat Chaturvidam Prabhu, these four things are the Sakshat Dharma. Sakshat Dharma. So, and other Lakshana is the Dharana Dharma Ityahu Dharmo Dharayate Prajaha Yatsya Dharana Sanyuktaha Sadharma iti Nishchayaha, from Mahabharata. Dharana Dharma Ityahu. We don't have to give lecture to others. Please do this, please do this. We have to follow that. Is called the Dharma. Dharma. Dharana Dharma Ityahu. And from the Yoga Sastras, Shaucha Santosha Tapaha Svadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana iti Dharmaha. Shauch, we have to follow Shuchita, purity. Santosha. Nowadays, people don't have a Santosha. जो प्राप्त है वो पर्याप्त है. These things they have to follow. जो प्राप्त है वो पर्याप्त है, क्योंकि ये तो ऐसी दौड़ है कि समाप्त नहीं होने वाली है. चाहे पैसे का, चाहे हमारे डिजायर्स का, वो कभी समाप्त नहीं होने वाला है. सो एक मंत्र मैं सभी को देता हूँ, जो मंत्र है कि जो प्राप्त है वो पर्याप्त है. ये आप लोग सभी फॉलो कर सकते हैं. और तपह मीन्स पेनेंस. हम जब तप करते हैं, पेनेंस का अर्थ होता है कलयुग में पेनेंस क्या कर सकते हैं. तो कलयुग में हम अपना कर्म ईमानदारी से करना है. अगर हम पत्नी हैं तो हमें पत्नी धर्म को निभाना है. अगर हम पति हैं तो वी हैव टू फॉलो पति धर्मा. if we are mata hai, to we have to do the matru dharma. So that is called the tapa. And after that, Ishvara pranidhana, Ishwar ki seva. If people are saying that we don't have follow the ritual, we don't are ritualistic, but we are doing yoga and other things. Nowadays, people are saying that they are saying that these things they have to. So, Ishvara pranidhana means if they are helping nature, also this is called the Ishvara pranidhana. And also, if they are following Panchadeva puja, Panchayatan puja, this is also called the Ishvara pranidhana. So these lakshanam from the our Darshana Shastras, and the proper lakshana is from the Mimamsa Shastras are called the Vedena Prayojana Manuddishya Vidhiyamana Artha Dharma. So Vedas are telling this how to live. So Vedas are constitution, and whatever the prayojanam purpose of living this loka, we have to follow. That is called the dharma. So now we have to discuss about the dharma lakshana from the other 10 principles of the dharma. As per Manusmriti, Dhriti, Kshama, Damasteya, Shauchamindriya Nigraha, Dhira Vidya Satyava Krodha, Dashakam Dharma Lakshanam. Which means that these 10 signs indicate of dharma are follows like Dhritihi. Dhritihi means Dhairyam. Dhritihi means Dhairyam. After that, Kshama. We have to develop that ability to forgive. Forgiveness is not an attribute of a weak but only a spiritually strong, composed and broad-minded person can forgive even his enemies for their misdeeds. People who are slaves of their own emotion and mood swings can never exhibit such an attribute and are unable to forgive even the small mistakes done by their best of the friends. So we have to forgive people. Because उसका ऐसा मन था, उसने ऐसा किया, हम उसको डांटने वाले कोई नहीं है, भगवान will take care. So ये धृति ही क्षमा. After that, the damaha, control our mind and desires. All the decisions in life of a person should not be governed by his uncontrolled desires, but should be taken by a stable mind, unaffected from worldly sensational craving and emotion of attachment and fear. Asteyam. Steyam is stealing. Asteyam, non-stealing, exhibit, non-stealing. And after that, the shauchaha, purity. Indriya nigraha, it is very important. Indriya nigraha. Control of sensory organs. There are 5, you have to control 5 things. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha. Sound, touch, taste and smell. After the dhi, wisdom. Indicate the power of discriminate between right and wrong. क्या गलत है और क्या सही है, उसको analyze करके, if we are identify the path, right path, so that is called the dhi. And vidya, knowledge. Satyam, truthfulness. Akrodha, absence of anger. Krodh nahi aana chahiye. So this is the lakshan of these 10 principles. If we are following Dharma Shastras, if we are a dharmic people, we have to follow these 10 things. So the shloka is the Dhritihi kshama damo steyam shauchamindriya. Dhritihi kshama damo steyam shauchamindriya nigraha. Dhir vidya satyamakrodha dashakam dharma lakshanam. Dhriti kshama damo steyam shauchamindriya nigraha. Dhir vidya satyamakrodha dashakam dharma lakshanam. After that, the 16 samskaras. Samskaras, you know about that. 16 samskaras are very important in our Sanatana Dharma and their relevance from the past and present. Sometimes we are telling that samskaras is the purified us. Samskriyateti samskaraha. Samskaras purify the soul and clean sins not only from the mortal body but also from the immortal soul. Literally, samskara means culture, making perfect or refining in Sanskrit word. The samskara, as preached through Vedas, inculcate in a person the karmas of life. They subconsciously leave impressions in people's minds which build their characteristics, behavior, and perception of the world. This insight brings them stability, calmness, and inner peace. So the Vedic scriptures identify 40 samskaras from the Gautama Dharma Sutras, and other Dharma Sutras can tell about that 16 major samskaras known as the Shodasha Samskaras are the most pious ones. The first is the prenatal samskaras like Garbhadhana, ceremony of conception. As the name suggests, Garbhadhana is the bestowing of wealth into the Garbha, the mother's womb. In other words, Garbhadhana means gifting the womb. The samskara is performed after the couple is united in holy matrimony. It is the first known rite of a human and begins before conception. You know about all the Garbhadhana samskaras, and this is when we have a 3 births. So first, when the Mata and Pita, they are doing this. After that, when we arrived in this loka, the second janma, and third janma, when we depart from this loka. So there are 3 janma. So no, people are saying that abhi janma liye fir mar jayenge. So marna nahi, mrityu after the janma. Mrityu is also called the janma. There are 3 janma of life, and so that's why we are doing the Antyeshti samskaras like a Janma samskaras. like in mother के गर्भ में एक महीने में जो बच्चा बड़ा होता है, उसी तरह हम लोग 10 days का सेरेमनी करते हैं. एक दिन में वो उसको बनाया जाता है, बड़ा किया जाता है. And after that we are doing the samskara. So mrityu is also a janma. Earlier, the main principle of marriage was to forward the lineage. Therefore, it was considered important for a newly married couple to clear their mind and soul of any negative thoughts, resulting in problems during the conception of a child. These samskaras aim at the bringing harmony between and newlyweds who resolve to treat each other with respect and love. The second samskara is called the Pumsavana. Pumsavana. Secure the birth of the child. Why we do the Pumsavana samskaras? Because we want to secure the birth of the child. Pumsavanam. Pumsavanam is a ritual conducted after the 3rd month of pregnancy. When we do the Pumsavanam samskaras, you all know about that. In 3rd month. And usually before the fetus starts moving inside the womb, and the ceremony celebrates the rites of passage of the developing, and legally when the pregnancy begins to show at the beginning of the trimester, the mother and the child must be given food and essential herbs. This helps in the proper development of the and reduces the risk associated with the childbirth. Pumsavana samskara normally we are doing to protect the child. This is samskara of our, in also our Veda says about that. The 3rd month we have to perform the Pumsavana samskaras, and you all know about the banyan tree, that fruits we have to do the rasa and put the mother's right nasal. So that is called the Pumsavan samskara from the Vedic tradition. But normally in the behind the science is to protect the child. Another is the Simanton Nayana, parting the hair. So that is the Simanton Nayana in North India. They are saying that the God Bharai or other things. Simantonana is usually performed in the 5th or 7th month of pregnancy. Nowadays, people are doing the both sanskaras together, Pumsavana and Simantonana, where the husband parts the hair of his wife. This ceremony is performed for the health and long life of the mother and the child in the womb. This samskara is similar to modern baby showers, where the relatives of the couple gift sweets and items that the child might need after his birth, after its birth. So like normally modern day, they are following that. After that, the childhood samskaras. जब तक हम इस संसार में नहीं आते तो 3 संस्कार हमारे पापा मम्मी कर देते हैं. Or after that, we childhood samskara also they are doing, but we are in this loka. We are not other lokas. So jata karma. This samskara identify the bonding between the father and the baby after its birth. According to the scriptures, the father performs this samskara before cutting off the cord like nerves and of the newborn child from that of the mother. Following the tradition is Jatakarma ritual. The father welcomes the baby by touching the baby's lips with honey and ghee. After that, the Namakarana samskaras, ceremony for naming the child. Ram, Lakshman, like whatever names. The ancient Vedic ceremony of Namakaranam tu Dasame Divase Kuryat. That is the shloka. Namakaranam tu Dasame Divase Kuryat. The ancient Vedic ceremony of naming a child usually done by the 11th or 12th day after birth or 10th day also. On this day, the parents announce the formal name of the child, which is decided as per traditional ways of naming. The Namakarana ceremony takes place in the presence of family members and relatives to give an identity to the newborn. After that, the Nishkramana. This is very important samskar. I am telling about that. When the baby born, people are taking pictures and putting their WhatsApp status or sending others. But this is not a good according to the Sastras, we don't have to do that. So Nishkramana, the first outing for showing the sun. You know that. Very important, but so we have to take 3 months or 4 months. After that, we are taking sun first outing for the showing the sun, and the literal meaning of Nishkramana is going out, coming forth. In the 4th month after the baby's birth, parents take the baby out of home, generally to a nearby temple. The baby formally meets the words for the first time. Impressions in the child's mind are formed based on what it sees and hears in this world. This ritual marks the beginning of the baby's mental growth. After that, Annaprashana, first feeding with boiled rice in 6 months, or anything like Anna. Anna means you know all about the rice. प्राशना प्राशन करता है तो उसको घी मधु के साथ, क्योंकि वो प्राशन में खाता नहीं, वो प्राशन करता है, जस्ट थोड़ा सा वो लेता है बस. Annaprashana ceremony performed in the 6th month of or when there is visible growth of the first teeth. So all mothers knows about the first teeth. So it marks the first time a baby eats solid food, typically containing cooked rice. Until now, the baby was nourished only through breast milk, and the ceremony is done to bring good health, radiance, and physical strength to the child. After that, the Chuda Karma, arrangement of their haircut. Also known as the Mundana Samskaras. It marks the child's first haircut. The Samskara represent a new phase of life where the baby's hair is cut and the nails are trimmed, symbolizing cleansing, renewal, and new growth. Scientifically, the hair on the head gives us protection from different harmful elements in the environment, apart from enhancing our appearance. The new hair that grows is strong and clean, explaining the purpose of this samskara. After that, the Karana Veda, piercing the ear lobes. Karana Veda transferred to ear piercing. This samskara also has a scientific explanation. Ear lobes have an important acupressure point. Through intensive research, many neurologists have shown the link between ear lobes and the hemisphere of the brain. Piercing ears therefore helps the developing intelligence and enhancing immunity against respiratory infection and also from disease such as a hydrogol of hernia. So like also we are doing the Upanayana Samskara. When we have Upanayana Samskara, we have to put our Upanayana when we are going for the urine and other things. We have to put our Upanayana Janevu in our right ear, on our right ear. So also it is a science behind science. Normally, the Vedic text about the Ganga river are in our right ears. That's why we are putting that thread to our in the right ear. After that, the educational samskaras. Vidyarambham. Learning the alphabet. Usually perform at the age of 5. But nowadays, we start, I think, from second year or first year, they start this. It is a ritual that celebrates the child's formal venture to learn the means of knowledge. In the Vedic tradition, Saraswati is the goddess of learning and knowledge. In the Vidyarambha ceremony, she is worshipped to seek blessing for the child according to Guru Shishya Parampara. The students would learn the Vedas living with the Guru as part of his family, living a disciplined life with a steadfast focus on acquiring knowledge and gaining wisdom. Nowadays, people have a lot of knowledge, but they don't have wisdom. So they have to understand what is the meaning of wisdom. After the Upanayana Samskara, holy thread ceremony, it is regarded as a supreme samskara as it recognizes the importance of the intellectual and mental development of child. Upa means close, Nayana means to bring. Hence, Upanayana literally means to bring closer to the Guru or divine. Incidentally, Upanayana was performed for girls also, but was discontinued a few countries ago, like centuries ago, due to social norms. Previously, Pura Kale Tunarinam Chaudamonji Nibandhanaihi. Previously, also, Stree also have that Upanayana and everything. Chaudamonji Nibandhanaihi Apala Gargi Maitreyi Ghosha Vishwavara. These girls, like previously, there are two types of the girls, Sadyodvaha and Brahmavadini. So, who is a Brahmavadini? They are going to the Brahmavadini. They have to follow Vedic rules, and they will not marry someone. They don't have a period issues. And the Sadyodvaha, they are going for this loka for the Vivaham and other things. So two types of the Strees, two types of the females were at that time our seers tell about that, the Sadyodvaha and Brahmavadini. Nowadays people are fighting why you have to do that, why we have to do that, because we are equally the same. But I'm telling that previously there were two types of the Strees, and they Sadyodvaha and Brahmavadinis. After that, the Keshanta, Ritu Shuddhi, cutting the hair. Kesha means hair and Anta means the end. The samskara involves the first shaving of the beard by the students when he attains maturity, typically with the growth of small amount of hair on the boy's face. Similarly, the girls, the Ritu Shuddhi ceremony is performed when she starts her menses for the first time. The samskara marks the significant transition from childhood to adulthood. At this physically and psychologically. After the Samavartan Samskara, graduation ceremony, Samavartan, finishing the education, and after that we are doing the Samavartan Samskara. According to Vedas, after 16 years, we have to do these samskaras. So, this samskara is very important. But Samavartan means returning home from the house of the Acharya. Previously, if we are going to learn anything, we have to go to the Gurukula. Nowadays, we are going to school and other places. Samavartan means returning home from the house of the Acharya. Earlier, when the Gurukula system of education was a norm, the student left his gurus and Gurukula on completion of his studies. This departure was known as a Samavartan Samskaras. After the marriage samskara, this is very, very beautiful. There are 8 types of the vivaham. We're going to discuss this. And the most important of all the samskaras in Sanatan Dharma is the samskara of vivaha, meaning wedding. The wedding rites and ceremonies generally start with the engagement of a couple and end with the Pravishya Homa and Nishkam ceremony, Nishkam ceremony. The colorful celebration extend for several days. The 8 types of marriages, as per our Sanatan Dharma, the ancient Hindu scriptures and law and the scripture book known as delineate 8 different types of marriages. These forms of the marriage were primarily based on the nature of alliances formed between families and the modalities, the ritual and customs. Like Brahma Vibrahmo Daivastatha Arshaha Prajapatyasthatha Suraha. So first the Brahma Vivaham, considered the best form of marriage. It occurs when girl's father gives her away to the groom after ensuring that he is a good character and learning. The groom doesn't offer any materialistic compensation to the bride's family. So this is called the Brahma Vivaham. Another is the Prajapati Vivaham. Similar to Brahma Vivaham, this marriage involves the bride's father giving her away to the groom, but with the mutual understanding that the couple would fulfill their dharma together. Nowadays, these both vivaha are not happening. Next is the Arsha Vivaha. Arsha is the Rishi Vivaha. In the form of marriage, the groom gives a cow and a bull to the bride's family before the wedding. The form was prevalent among the sages of rishis. Because why they give cow and bull? Because at that time they are doing the Agnihotra and they have to cow's milk. They want cow milk, so that's why they are giving that. After the marriage ceremony, they have to perform Agnyadhana, Shrauta and Smarta Karma. So they need cow's milk. So that's why they are giving that. Brahma Vivaham is the first, and Prajapati Vivaha is the second, and Arsha Vivaha is third. After Daiva Vivaham, this type of marriage involves the bride's father giving her away to a priest as a sacrificial fee, the type of practice when the parents could not afford the expense of their daughter's marriage. So they do the Daiva Vivaham. After the Asura Vivaham also. In this form of marriage, the groom pays a dowry to the bride's family to marry her. It is considered a lower form of marriage as it is essential a bride being bought by the groom. So dowry system is like a Asura Vivaham. Another is the Gandharva Vivaham. This is the essential a love marriage where the couple marries without the consent of their parents. It's based on mutual attraction with no rituals, witness, and dowry. So it is a Gandharva Vivaham is the dowry system. Love marriage like a Gandharva Vivaham. And also when people they share flower like a माला पहना के जो शादी होती है वो गंधर्व विवाह है. और अग्नि को लेके घी को लेके अग्नि में स्वाहा करके जो शादी होती है वही उत्तम ब्रह्म विवाह है. मतलब दोनों मिलके रिचुअल्स शुरू करते हैं जिंदगी का, लाइफ का रिचुअल्स. ये अब हमारी जिंदगी एक म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ में रिचुअल करेंगे और सनातन धर्म को मानते हुए लाइफ को आगे बढ़ाएंगे. वो है ब्रह्म विवाह. और इसमें दोनों फ्लावर लेके एक दूसरे को फ्लावर चेंज कर देते हैं, गले में पहनाते हैं या देते हैं, इसको गंधर्व विवाह करते हैं. ये लव मैरिज की कैटेगरी में आता है. आफ्टर द राक्षस विवाह, this is a forced marriage where the bride is abducted and forced to marry against her will, often after the defeat of her family members in battle. It's considered a brutal form of marriage. This is previously Kshatriyas are doing this Rakshas Vivaham. After the Pishach Vivaham, considered the lowest form of marriage. It involved the man seducing or deceiving the woman into marriage when she is not in a sound state of mind. This form is condemned by the scriptures. So this is the vivaha, 8 types of vivahas. After that, the antyeshti, funeral samskaras. Antyeshti is the final samskaras of the Sanatan Dharma's life and is performed by the relatives after death of a person. According to the scriptures and Bhagavad Gita, the human soul takes rebirth after leaving the old body. The final rituals are performed with the help of Brahmins, priests. After mourning for 10 days, a purification ceremony takes place on the 11th day. On the 13th day, there is a feast to indicate that the soul has crossed over and finally reached its resting place. Although these Shodash Samskaras are of great significance, in modern time, only 4 of these Samskaras, named Jatakarma, Upanayana, Vivaha, and Antyeshti, are commonly followed. Nowadays, we are following mainly Jatakarma, Upanayana, Vivaha, and Antyeshti. So, Shraddha is also very important. There are, you know about the after death, people are doing the Shraddhas. Why we do the Shraddhas? Shraddhaya diyate yasma tasma Shraddham udiryate. श्रद्धा के द्वारा हम अपने पितरों को, एंसेस्टर्स को कुछ ऑफर करते हैं, उसी का नाम है श्राद्ध. और हम किसको देते हैं? देशे काले च पात्रे च श्रद्धया विधिना च यत पितनुद्दिश्य विप्रेभ्य दत्तम श्राद्धम उदाहृतम. The offering food made with complete faith and accompanied by all the rites to the Brahmins as representative of the Pitar means ancestors, after pronouncing the place, time, and appropriate venue is the term as Shraddha. There are 5 types of the Shraddham. Nitya Shraddha is done by daily, known as a Nitya Shraddha, like we are doing in Tarpanam. Vishvedeva are installed during Nitya Shraddha. It's necessary of emergency. Nitya Shraddha can be performed with water only, water and tila, sesame seeds. And after Naimittika Shraddha, it is also known as a Ekodishta, because it is done for one person only. When the person dies, then Ekodishta Shraddha is performed. Every year, death anniversary is called the Ekodishta Shraddha. अथवा वार्षिक श्राद्ध. And Kamya Shraddha, it is done fulfill special wishes. It is done during Rohini or Kritika Nakshatras. And Vriddhi Shraddham during special occasions like marriage or on birth of boy. Vriddhi Shraddham is done to get blessing of the ancestor. Vriddhi Shraddha is also known as a Nandi Shraddha. And after the Paramana Shraddha. Shraddha which is done during special occasions like Pitru Paksha. Paramana Shraddha, like Pitru Paksha. So this is the Shraddha, and after that we are going to discuss about the Varna Ashram Dharma. I think the time. Can I continue, or we have question answer session? We have to cover 3-4 topics also, like Varnashram Dharma, Stri Dharma, and Raj Dharma. So Babu Garu, if we.
Yeah, briefly you can go ahead for another 15 minutes.
Okay. So Varna Dharma means Brahmana. There are 4 types of the Varna. Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras. Brahmana teachers and priests. Kshatriyas, warriors and leaders. Vaishyas, businessmen and merchants, traders and farm. And Shudras, manual workers or laborers like this. So Brahmanas interpret the scriptures and teach others about Dharma. Kshatriyas fight to defend people and keep control and order in the society, and the Vaishyas own lands and business, trade and farm, and Shudra manual workers work for other. This group includes labor of all kinds. In our bodies also has a 4 Varnas. That the Nabhya, Brahmano asya mukham asit. Mukham is like a Brahmana. Bahu rajanya kritaha. So Bahu is like a Kshatriya. Bahu uru tadasyad vaishyaha. Uru means the thighs are like a Vaishyas. The stomach like a Vaishyas. Uru tadasyad vaishya padbhyangum shudro ajayata. And our feet is like a Shudra. So this is the Varna Dharma, and after that the Ashram Dharma. Ashram in 4 stages of life is called the ashram. Hindu goes through all of these in their lifetime. The duties of life is called the dharma. Don't just depend on the community. A Hindu is born into. They also depend on a person's stage of life, ashramas. Like the first stage of learning, being a student, is called the Brahmacharya ashram. The second stage is being a householder and parent, like a Grihastha ashram. The third stage is retirement from work, which gives opportunities for other, including spiritual life, like a Vanaprastha ashram. We have to give our जो भी धन अपने पास से अपने बच्चों को दे दिया और अपने बच्चों से थोड़े अलग हो गए ताकि वो अपनी लाइफ जिए जैसे उनको जीना है. इट्स कॉल्ड वानप्रस्थ. प्रीवियसली पेरेंट्स जंगल चले जाते थे. जंगल में अपने घर को छोड़ के, तो अभी तो जंगल नहीं जा सकते हैं. अभी क्या कर सकते हैं, बच्चों के लिए घर बना के दे दें, अपने लिए एक अलग घर करके वहां पे रहें और वीकली या मंथ में जाकर उनसे मिलते रहें. अगर पॉसिबल है तो साथ भी रह सकते हैं, और नहीं पॉसिबल है तो थोड़े दूर रह के अपना जो स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ को स्टार्ट करें. क्योंकि 2 तरह की लाइफ होती है. फ्रॉम जब हम पैदा होते हैं उससे लेके 50-60 साल तक मटीरियल लाइफ होता है. उसके बाद से होता है आध्यात्मिक लाइफ. तो उसमें डिवाइड कर लेना चाहिए. एंड देन आफ्टर द 4th स्टेज इज वेयर सम पीपल गिव अप all the things of this world for spiritual purpose. This stage is not for everyone. A person living in the 4th ashrama is called the sannyasam, and that after that the Stri Dharma. According to the Bhagavad Purana, the duties of women who look upon their husband and rendering sevas, selfless service to the husband, and compliance of his wishes, friendliness to his relatives, and ever observance of some vows of their husband. Stridhan cha pati devanam तच्छुषानुकूलता तद्वद बंधुष्व वृत्तिश्च नित्यम तद्व्रत धारणम. But now it is difficult. I know that they have also job. They have to follow a lot of things. So they have to do the mutual understanding. So I'm not telling about the Sri Dharma, how to they live, but they have to follow 65 or 75% of the rules. They have to take care of their parivara. That is called in Tamil Nadu. They are all the priests are saying of their wives, samsaram. Wife name is like a samsaram. So because she is taking care of all the samsaric things, that is called the samsaram. So this is a Sri Dharma. A lot of the work they have to perform, like called the Sri Dharma, they have to follow their rituals. They have to help their husbands, their kids, सभी को उनको हेल्प करके और अपने लाइफ में मतलब इनसे सीखना चाहिए कि भगवान क्या होता है. So they are giving a lot but not taking anything. So that's called the women, Sri Dharma. तो ये था. Normally I just explain that there are a lot of things कि वो क्या कैसे रहना है, क्या खाना है, क्या पीना है, कैसे उनको अपना रूल्स वो करना है, lot of things. But normally I'm telling that she is like a goddess because she is giving a lot, but she is not accepting to anyone to give them some things. So like she is like devatas also. Devo danadva dyotanadva. जो हमको कुछ प्रदान करते हैं उनको हम देवता कहते हैं, या जो हमारे लाइफ में चेंजेस लाते हैं. तो आप लोग भी जानते हैं कि बहुत सारे लोगों के लाइफ में स्त्री लोग बहुत सारा चेंजेस किए, तो इसीलिए हम मानेंगे. तो पुरुष आल्सो पुरुष धर्मा, डेफिनेटली पुरुष धर्मा, स्त्री धर्मा, मातृ धर्मा, पिता धर्मा, भ्राता धर्मा, जो हम सब धर्म के अकॉर्डिंगली आता है. सो आई थिंक ये आप उसको एक छोटा श्लोक में बता देता हूँ जो स्त्री को ऑलवेज फॉलो करना चाहिए. बाल्ये पितुर्वशे, जब बालक होती है तो अपने पिता के वश में होती है. मतलब पिता उसको जो बहुत प्यारी होती है अपने पापा को, और जो उनके पापा कहते हैं वो करती है बिना क्वेश्चन किए, बिना आर्ग्यूइंग. तिष्ठेत पाणिग्राहस्य यौवने, जब यौवन में होते तो पाणिग्रहण संस्कार होता है, पति के अनुकूल उसको जीवन जीना होता है. पुत्राणाम भर्तरि प्रेते न भजे स्त्री स्वतंत्रता, और उसके बाद वो पुत्रों के वश में आ जाती है, जो बच्चे करती है वैसे करती है. तो इस तरह से वो फिर स्त्री जो होती है हमेशा किसी न किसी के उस अनुकूल रहती है. इन चाइल्डहुड शी शुड रिमेन अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ डिपेंडेंट अपॉन हर फादर, इन यूथ अंडर दैट ऑफ हर हस्बैंड, एंड ऑन द हस्बैंड दिस अंडर दैट द हर सन्स. द वुमेन शुड नेवर हैव recourse to independence. So उनको बहुत स्वतंत्रता नहीं होती है, लेकिन वो उसी में हैप्पी होके लाइफ को जीते हैं. ठीक है, हाँ बस इतने ही रखते हैं आज. क्या आगे प्रायश्चित है. प्रायश्चित के बारे में बस थोड़ा सा मैं बता देता हूँ. प्रायश्चित शब्द का अर्थ होता है प्रायो नाम तपः कुर्यात्, जिससे आपका कोई हम प्रायश्चित करते हैं और हमारा मन क्या होता है, शुद्ध हो जाता है. वो तपः, प्रायो नाम तपः प्रोक्तम चित्तम निश्चय उच्यते. तो तप करके कुछ हमसे गलती हुई तो उसका हम लोग कुछ प्रायश्चित करते हैं. अगर हम लोग झूठ बोल दिए तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, झूठ बोलने का प्रायश्चित करते हैं. अगर हमसे कुछ गलती हो गई तो उसका प्रायश्चित करते हैं. उससे क्या होता है, हमारे अंदर फिर से अच्छी एबिलिटी डेवलप हो जाती है और हमारा चित्त निर्मल हो जाता है, हम हैप्पी हो जाते हैं और आनंदमय हो जाते हैं. इसलिए बहुत सारे प्रायश्चित कहे गए हैं. जो भी हम गलतियां करते हैं उसमें अतिपातक, उपपातक, महापातक, संकलीकरण, मलिनीकरण, अपात्रीकरण, करण, जाति भ्रंशकरण, ये 9 प्रकार के पाप हैं. इन 9 प्रकार के पाप करने के बाद से हमको बहुत दुख होता है, और इन 9 प्रकार के पापों का जब हम कुछ प्रायश्चित करते हैं तो हमारा मन निर्मल हो जाता है और फिर हम वैसे ही हो जाते हैं। सनातन धर्म में गलती करने के बाद भी उसको कैसे हम सुधार सकते हैं, ऐसी बातें कही गई हैं। तो धन्यवाद आप सभी का, आप लोगों ने बड़े मन से सुना और ये हम लोगों ने इन सब विषयों को समझा। थैंक यू सो मच। अब हम जानते हैं कि बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं आप लोगों के पास में, तो आइए कुछ समय जितना बचा है उसको करते हैं क्वेश्चन।
ओके, धन्यवादम। धन्यवादः कृष्ण मुरारी त्रिपाठी जी. Thank you so much. You have covered many topics in the Dharma Shastras. Now we will cover first the questions from chat box. Chala Chitbabgar, are you there? Okay.
There are no many questions in the chat box. Just a minute. Let's see. Some say they want repeat. Repeat, don't ask. Repeat is see the recordings, and also Dharma Shastra, this Shodhasa Sanskaras will be dealt in detail by Dr. Vishalakshi Garu, so you can hear it again. This is a continuation of the entire section or parts of Vedas that has been said. So don't worry, you will again have a session. How to do Prashchitta is one of the questions.
How to do Prayaschitta? Our Shastras say about the Prayaschitta's Vidhanam. So each dosha has each papa has each Prayaschitta. तो जो जिस तरह का पाप होता है उस तरह का प्रायश्चित करना होता है। सामान्य तौर पर दो तरह के प्रायश्चित आप समझ लीजिए। जब आपको एहसास हो जाए कि आपने गलती कर दिया है, वो पहला प्रायश्चित हो गया कि आपका मन कह दिया कि हम गलत हैं और आप किसी से सॉरी बोल दिए, तो आपका प्रायश्चित चला गया। सेकेंड है कि विदाउट विधानम इसका एंड नहीं होता है, कुछ ना कुछ करना पड़ता है। तो उसके लिए शास्त्रों में बताया गया कि इस कर्म का ये प्रायश्चित है। जैसे हमसे बहुत सारा गलती, तीर्थ में जाके हम गलती कर देते हैं, हमें पराग व्रत करना चाहिए। 12 डेज कुछ भी नहीं खाना चाहिए, केवल दूध पी के उस व्रत को करना चाहिए। तो लॉट ऑफ व्रतास एंड जपास फॉर रिमूविंग द आवर सिंस। तो इसलिए वो हमको ऐसे व्रत बहुत सारे बताए गए हैं, उनको हमें करना चाहिए।
What is the difference between jati and varna?
उसमें कोई जैसे गीता के अनुसार जिसको जो ज्ञान था उसके अनुसार उसको डिवीजन किया गया था, उसको अलग अलग बांटा गया था। जाति वो बाद में आया, जाति था नहीं, और वर्ण था पहले। वो जन्मना जाए, क्या श्लोक है वो?
जन्म जायते।
नहीं वो नहीं था, गुण कर्म विभागशः वो श्लोक है जो उसमें गुण कर्म के अनुसार डिवीजन किया गया था। लेकिन नॉर्मली जाति जो सिस्टम है वो जैसे स्त्री जाति, पुरुष जाति, वो भी जाति होती है। ये भी जाति बहुत बड़ा सब्जेक्ट है फ्रॉम द न्याय गौतम ऋषि ने न्याय सूत्र में जाति के विषय में बहुत चर्चा किया है। तो वहां आप समझेंगे तो आपको लगेगा कास्ट है ही नहीं कुछ, जाति हर चीज में आता है। तो ये
व्हाट इज धार्मिक बिहेवियर नहीं, टाइप ऑफ फूड, धार्मिक टाइप ऑफ फूड।
वो तो जो आयुर्वेद पढ़ाएगा वो आप लोगों को बता देगा कि क्या खाना है क्या नहीं खाना।
सही है। एंड दैट्स द एंड ऑफ चैट बॉक्स क्वेश्चंस।
Okay, VVS Murthy Garu. I'll make you unmute and then you can speak.
He's there.
प्रणाम गुरुजी।
प्रणाम।
कर्ण वेदन जो है आधुनिक काल में तो उपनयनम के समय में कर रहे हैं, तो ये पहले ही करना चाहिए?
जी पहले ही करना चाहिए।
ओके, आजकल तो कोई नहीं करते।
वही आजकल बोले, आजकल मेन तो 4 संस्कार ही हो रहा है। पैदा तो होना ही है बच्चे को,
हाँ जी,
का नाम रखना है और शादी जरूर करना है और अंत्येष्टि तो करना ही है। तो ये 4-5 हो रहे हैं, बाकी फॉलो नहीं हो रहे हैं। लेकिन अभी भी साउथ इंडिया में फॉलो हो रहे हैं, तो इसलिए बहुत वो लोग लगभग 12-13 संस्कार वो लोग भी कर रहे हैं, तो हो रहे हैं।
ओके, थैंक यू, धन्यवाद।
Okay, Himabala Garu.
Pranam Guruji. एक सवाल है आपसे, करो या ना करो, पर आई कैनॉट कंट्रोल। सर, क्यों स्त्री धर्म ही बताया गया, क्यों पुरुष धर्म क्यों नहीं बताया गया? स्त्री को ये करना वो करना, फिर पुरुष को क्यों नहीं बताया गुरुजी? तो हम एक बात कर सकते, आदि से बायस्ड है। आप एग्री करें या ना करें, कुछ रूल्स और रेगुलेशन सब स्त्री को ही देते, पुरुष धर्म क्यों नहीं गुरुजी?
बता रहे हैं, मैं बोला तो पुरुष धर्म भी है, लेकिन इस हमको टॉपिक थोड़ा बहुत कम टाइम था इसलिए हमने कवर नहीं किया। माता धर्म, पिता धर्म, पुरुष धर्म, स्त्री धर्म, सब धर्म है इस सब पे। और केवल स्त्री को नहीं, पुरुष के लिए हजार धर्म है। अगर पुरुषों की बात करें तो पुरुष धर्म अगर स्त्रियों को दे दे तो पुरुष स्त्री नहीं कर पाएगी। तो जो जो कर सकता है, स्त्रियों में वात्सल्य भाव होता है, ममता का भाव होता है, इसलिए उनका धर्म इस तरह बनाया गया। पुरुष तो जिंदगी भर कभी, जब तक गुरु के पास रहता है ना, जितनी सेवा वो गुरुकुल में करता है उतनी सेवा को कभी स्त्री किसी पुरुष को कर ही भी नहीं पाएगी। गुरुकुल का लाइफ आपने देखा होगा, तो गुरुकुल में जो पुरुष होता है वो पूरा दास बन के विद्या का अध्ययन करता है। तो वो भी एक धर्म है, लेकिन हमको कवर करना था बहुत कम कम टॉपिक्स। मतलब ये बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है, मतलब समझिए लाइफ को जीने का स्टाइल बता रहा है हर एक आदमी का, तो कितना बड़ा टॉपिक होगा। तो इसमें कम से कम 40 बुक्स हैं। उस बुक्स का मैंने थोड़ा सा, मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, एकदम मक्खन आपको लाके थोड़ा किया। तो आप ये मत, सॉरी अगर किसी को लगा हो कि स्त्री धर्म में मैंने कुछ खराब बोल दिया है, उसके लिए हम क्षमा मांगते हैं, बिकॉज आप सभी लोग माँ हैं, माँ की तरह हैं। लेकिन स्त्री धर्म मतलब वो एक वो खुशी खुशी करने वाला एक धर्म है। पुरुष को, ये दोनों की म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग, ठीक है।
नहीं गुरुजी, वो श्लोक भी है, कार्येषु दासी करणेषु मंत्री, वो पुरुष के लिए क्यों एप्लीकेबल नहीं होता?
क्यों नहीं, पुरुष के लिए भी है। आपने पुरुष को पढ़ा ही नहीं है अभी। जिस दिन आप पुरुष को पढ़ लेंगी, एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो जाएगा।
ओके गुरुजी, शुक्रिया।
Mataji, it is, can I interfere with this? Can I explain this?
हाँ प्लीज।
Yes, yes.
See, the duties that were given to lady were a limited following type. But all other duties of dharma belong to male only. Sadachara, the book, the whole Sadachara, the duties of a person to lead the life right from the uh, to the death. All those things mainly concentrate on male only, not applicable to female. Female is only at certain places only it's there. But then why it is not known to us means, known to public is, the publicity has been purposefully created to create division between male and female, and a wrong lens has been shown, in a colored lens is being shown in feminism name, that there should be some division between us for that purpose. Otherwise, in Indian tradition, the lady's role is very important role, just like a devata role. Whereas the responsibilities of samsaram, the whole thing goes on Purusha only. Mata responsibilities goes with the giving the child and guiding the and helping in all his activities of sadacharam, like Agnihotra, like wherever he goes, wherever he ladies character, ladies is a supporting character, but main work is for him. If he does any job in the work in the society, it is Purusha's responsibility to do that. The role of Purusha is very high in this, and it is much responsible, much tedious. And whereas the responsibility of mother is
to give full support to him, and the life goes together. Dampatya Jivanam. Then only it goes together. If we think one high and one low, this type of thinking was not there. It is created. So first to remove that lens. More important thing is we are not very clear about dharmas of a human first. And once you understand the whole dharmas of human, then you will understand how much responsibility male is having, how much responsibility female is having.
Okay, thank you, Reshpiri Agaru. And of course, we have another speaker, Vishalakshi Garu. Also, she will be in her lectures, will be touching upon this topic. So at that time, you can, go into further details, Himabala Garu, and also Sharada Garu.
Okay.
Sharada Garu, you have any other questions other than this Dharma of Sri and Purush?
We will take them after the Prarthana, Babu Garu. It's time for Prarthana. We'll definitely take them.
Is it okay, Krishna Murari Tripathi Garu?
Yeah, yes.
You will be staying back or you have time?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Now let us go for Prarthana. Meenakshi Garu, please do Prarthana.
स्वस्ति प्रजाप्य परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः को ब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं रहितो ब्रह्मणा सन्तु देशोऽयं रहितो ब्रह्मणा सन्तु निर्भयाः
देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो
देशोऽयं शोभरहितो ब्रह्मणा सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्रा पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अदना सदना सन्तु जीवन्तु शरतां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायन्मा प्रमदः सर्वे
स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः
स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
ధన్యవాదములండి.
All are singing Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya. One second. All are singing Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya. It's not Brahmana Santu. Brahmana Santu.
Okay.
It's not Brahmana. Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya.
Okay.
Brahmana means Brahma Jnani. Brahmana means Brahmatma.
Oh.
Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya.
Okay.
Brahmana.
Okay. Let's go for Janagana Mana, then after that we will go for question answer session.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद।
జై హింద్.
जय हिंद।
ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. నా